to another episode with your boy. Getting time to cussing that content. 4C game for life, baby.
You know, sometimes ooh, sometimes we don't know when I got up this morning and I just started cleaning up my house. Excuse me. I just went to cleaning up my house and I turned on my radio and He's Able came on. And it was just a confirmation for me. In that song, the words are just so powerful and it just, you never know when it's going to hit you and when it'll take you there. And I just had to stop cleaning up and I had to get down on my knees and I just had to give Him glory and I had to praise His name because in that song it says, He's able, He's able. And that's all that kept ringing in my head. He's able, He's able. It said, by His stripes I'm healed, I'm delivered. It's me, God, don't forsake me. He's able. If He did it for Daniel in the lion's den, if He did it for Moses at the Red Sea, He's able. The words just kept resonating in my soul, and I was trying to wipe my table, and I was trying to sweep my floors and mop my kitchen this morning, and I know that God is able. He's able. I don't care what the doctors say. I don't care what nobody say. God is truly able. And I needed that song this morning. That song, I just played it over. I'm so glad I taped it. I've heard the song so many times in my life, so many times at church. But it's amazing how sometimes songs, it take you to go through something. It takes you to be in the midst of something in order for you to really get what a song means. And He's able. That's by His stripes I'm healed. He's able. That's all I need. And all I gotta say is this morning is thank you. It's me, Lord, standing right here in the need of prayer, Father God. It's me. He's able. I'm delivered. I'm healed. Those words just keep, I'm delivered. I'm healed. Oh, God, I'm not crying tears of unhappiness. I'm crying because I know wow, that song was just so powerful this morning. How ironic that song is a song that came on and I was minding my own business, just cleaning up. And I had to just stop and lift my head. Normally I'm not even like this, but I really needed to hear that this morning for some reason. I didn't even know all this was inside of me, but just so powerful. It's not like gospel music. It's not like the word that just hits you. He's able. That's all I can say is He's able. He is able. Made me throw my broom down and made me, I grew up Catholic and I'm shouting and running through the house. I know my neighbors think wondering what was wrong with me this morning, but that was God's way of telling me that, everything is going to be all right. Don't worry. He will not forsake me. He's able. That is my word for the day. He's able. He is able. I mean, a song has never moved me the way I was moved this morning. My house is shambles because I have not even been able to finish cleaning up because I listened to the song like 15,000 times. He's able. I woke up this morning. I couldn't sleep. I didn't even sleep this morning, but I said, well, let me get up and clean up my house real good. And I flicked the radio on, and what is playing, but he's able. Said, I'm healed. I'm healed by his stripes. I'm delivered. I'm not bound anymore. I'm not bound anymore, you know. You know, I go August, this Tuesday, I'm going for a second opinion. So I'll decide whether I have this, whether I do more chemo or whether I'll do this surgery that is a very intense, very invasive surgery. And I've been so stuck that I don't know exactly what it is that I want to do, but something woke me up this morning at 6 o'clock and 5. Matter of fact, it was 5 o'clock this morning. And I just said, let me start cleaning up my house. And the song, He's Able came on. And the lines that really, and I've heard that song so many times in my life, but the part of, if he did it for Daniel in the lion's den, and he did it for Moses at the Red Sea, by his stripes I am healed. I'm not bound anymore. I'm delivered. I'm healed because he's able. Those words just, he's able. God knew I needed that. I needed a word from him. I needed confirmation that no matter what I choose to do, whether I choose to do the chemo or I choose to do the surgery, that I'm already healed by his stripes. And that it's nothing that I even need to worry about anymore. And I'm not worried. And I can't even believe this. I'm even feeling this way this morning, but I turned my music on to get some cleaner music. I like the music when I clean up, and He's Able came on. He's able. It just keep ringing in my head. He's able. He's able. And I was trying to wipe my table down, and I was trying to mop my floors, and I'm listening and not listening, and that song just grabbed a hold of me, and I fell down on my knees, and I just couldn't let them words go. He's able. He's able. I was raised in the church. I know he's able. I can't believe I'm crying like this early this morning, but they're not tears of sadness. They're tears of joy because I already know this. I know he's able. He'll make a way out of no way. When all else seems like, when it seems like there's no hope and no way out, God will make a way. He's able. That song ministered to me so hard this morning. Wow. I just thought I'd come on here and share that because that thing caught me. I'm in a good mood, and I thank God for all the blessings he has bestowed upon me already in my life. It was like he told me, hold up, put that broom down, put that mop down. I got something I want to tell you. Excuse me, my nose running. It was like God was saying, put that mop down, put that paper towel down, newspaper down, put that Windex down. This is something I want to tell you. Stop worrying. Don't worry, because even though I physically, I said I wasn't worried, mentally it still was bothering me. But today God gave me confirmation. He said, I'm able. I delivered Daniel. I saved Moses in the Red Sea. By my stripes you are healed. Don't worry about this. Ain't even your burden. Let that thing go. I got this. Don't stop it. I said, I'm saying to myself, God, I'm not worried. I know. He said, no, but you thinking about it. Stop even, God is a jealous God. God say, don't stop even thinking about it. Oh, I said, I'm good. I'm strong. I can do this. He said, no, this is what he's told me this morning. In your mind, you even thinking about it. Stop thinking about it. If you say you let it go, let it go. Give it to me. I'm able. I can do this. I done brought you thus far. So what makes you think I'm leaving you right now? Let it go. I got you. I thought I let it go. I really thought I had let that thing go until this morning, until I heard them words that he's able. He's able. That is so powerful. I keep crying every time I say he's able, because he's able. And a lot of times we say we give it over to God and we really don't. We say we do, but we don't. But to really get confirmation and just say he's able and just go on and not even think about it, not even back here anymore. I now I'm gonna walk into this appointment on August the 1st. I'm gonna walk into it with more confidence than I even had before then. That no matter what they tell me, no matter what they say to me, I know God's able. He's able. Those words just keep sticking in my head. He's able. I've listened to that song a million times in my life in church, but it's never meant what it meant to me this morning, that he's able. And that's all I can keep saying, is that he's able. And that's, for that song to be playing this morning, for that song to be playing this morning for me, who I thought I had it all together. And I really thought that I had gave it over to God, but sometimes we have stuff inside of us that we don't even know that's there. And in the midst of me cleaning my house, trying to clean my house this morning, God just snatched me up and set me down and said, listen, you let that stuff go. Let it go. I got you. You healed by my stripes. I done done miracles. I done so much. Your little problem ain't nothing. So if you don't really think, and it's me, and I really thought that I had gave it over, like I said, and God was telling me this morning, stop all that little facade you doing. That's what God was telling me. All this little facade you doing, when you cooking and you seem so happy, but still inside of you scared. That's what God was telling me. Still, stop being scared. He said, you can put that facade up for everybody else. He said, but I know you're still scared. This morning, he was letting me know, how can you believe in me? How can you believe in me and you still inside worrying like hell? Which I was. I was still worried, even though I said I wasn't. In my mind, I still didn't know what to do, and I still was worried. And God gave me confirmation this morning. That's all I just wanted to say was, God just set me down and gave me confirmation to let me know that no matter what the doctors say, no matter what nobody say, he got it. He got the last word, and he's able. It's amazing how you can listen to a song so many times in your life, but God will put you in a certain situation at a certain time, and you hear that same song again, and then God is a jealous God. God say, don't stop even thinking about it. Oh, I said, I'm good, I'm strong, I can do this. He said, no, This is what he's told me this morning. In your mind, you even thinking about it. Stop thinking about it. If you say you let it go, let it go. Give it to me. I'm able. I can do this. I done brought you thus far. So what makes you think I'm leaving you right now? Let it go. I got you. I thought I let it go. I really thought I had let that thing go until this morning, until I heard the words that he's able. He's able. That is so powerful. I keep crying every time I say he's able, because he's able. And you know, a lot of times we say we give it over to God and we really don't. We say we do, but we don't. But to really get confirmation and just say he's able and just go on and not even think about it, not even back here anymore. You know, I now I'm gonna walk into this appointment on August the 1st. I'm gonna walk in there with more confidence than I even had before then. That no matter what they tell me, no matter what they say to me, I know God's able. He's able. Those words just keep sticking in my head. He's able. I've listened to that song a million times in my life in church, but it's never meant what it meant to me this morning, that he's able. And that's all I can keep saying, is that he's able. And it just, you know, for that song to be playing this morning, for that song to be playing this morning for me, who I thought I had it all together. And I really thought that I had gave it over to God, but sometimes we have stuff inside of us that we don't even notice there. And in the midst of me cleaning my house, trying to clean my house this morning, God just snatched me up and set me down and said, listen, you let that stuff go. Let it go. I got you. You healed by my stripes. I done done miracles. I done so much. Your little problem ain't nothing. So if you don't really think, and it's me, and I really thought that I had gave it over, like I said, and God was telling me this morning, stop all that little facade you doing. That's what God was telling me. All this little facade you doing, your little, when you cooking and you seem so happy, but still inside of you scared. That's what God was telling me. Still, stop being scared. He said, you can put that facade up for everybody else. He said, but I know you're still scared. This morning, he was letting me know, how can you believe in me? How can you believe in me and you still inside worrying like hell? Which I was. I was still worried, even though I said I wasn't. In my mind, I still didn't know what to do, and I still was worried. And God gave me confirmation this morning. That's all I just wanted to say, was God just set me down and gave me confirmation to let me know that no matter what the doctors say, no matter what nobody say, he got it. He got the last word, and he's able. It's amazing how you can listen to a song so many times in your life, but God will put you in a certain situation at a certain time, and you hear that same song again, and then it just does something to you. I'm going to show you how powerful God is. Because even when I started hearing the song, when I turned that radio on and I was hearing that song, I went to sweeping my floor and I was wiping my table, and I heard it. And it was like, he's able. I'm listening to it and I'm like, okay, I done heard it. And then the person that was singing, I don't know, some lady started going into her testimony. And that's when she started saying he did it for Daniel, he did it for Moses. And I was like, okay. And she said, by your stripes I am healed. She said, I am delivered. I am not bound any. Oh my God, I was on my knees and my hands was up to up to God. And I did that unconsciously. I was on my knees before I was on my knees and didn't even know I was on my knees. I was crying. And I was praying and I was praising God's name and didn't even know it. God has a way. God will get you. But my day will be so much better because of this. And I'm so glad that I could not sleep and I woke up early in the morning and started to clean my house. I'm glad that I turned that radio on. I'm glad that I got up and turned that radio on, and I'm glad that that particular song came on the radio, that he's able. He's able. He's able. And God was letting me know that he's able. Stop worrying. Stop worrying. What he was saying was, keep doing you, Michael. Stop worrying. I feel like I didn't just ran a race. I feel like, you know how you drain? I think God has just drained all that worriness out of me this morning. And that has never happened to me. What happened to me this morning, I ran through my house and I shouted. And I didn't care who heard me. I didn't care who I woke up. I don't care what my name. You know God is doing something when you don't care about what nobody else thinks. Here I am running through my house and I'm screaming and I'm yelling and I done knocked the plant off. I got to pick my plant up, but I just went through here because I could not do anything but praise his name and thank him for what he's about, not for what he's already done, for what I know he's about to do. That song, he's able. I can't explain that to y'all enough what this song meant to me this morning. It did something inside of me. It just changed something. It changed something in me. He's able, and I just, wow. Like I said, I'm not crying out no sad tears. These are tears of joy. These are tears of, I know what he's about to bring me through. I'm crying about the victory already. I'm crying because he's able. My God, my God. He did that thing to me this morning. Too bad it wasn't a camera going, because if it was a camera going, I shouted through this house like I was out of my mind. Have you ever heard the pastor say, on the count of 3, I want you to scream like you done lost your mind? Can you imagine this black man in his house cleaning up 5:30, 6 o'clock this morning, and all you can see is me. I'm in my boxes running through here barefoot, screaming and hollering, my blinds up, and I'm shouting to the top of my lungs. My voice a little hoarse now, and that's so powerful because you don't care who hear you, because you want everybody to know the goodness of Jesus and what God is about to do for you, and what God, he's able. That song, it did something to me this morning. It really solidified already what I knew, but it was confirmation of what I needed. Because like I said, I could say all day that, oh, let me give it over to God and God has got this and I'm doing good. But yet in the back of my mind, I'm going to give you a good example. I went by my mother's house yesterday, and her friend, her good friend, I call her my aunt, Roxanne, came in, and Roxanne said, oh, how you doing, Michael? I said, oh, I'm good. I'm praying for you. And she hugged me so tight. And when people do that, even though you didn't give it over to God, it's still in the back of my mind. Yesterday I was feeling a little down. I said, this thing is kind of, she was like, it's all going to work out. What stage is your cancer is? I wasn't even thinking of nothing like that. But when she hugged me about 15, 20 minutes. Had me teary-eyed, and I came home and I was feeling a little down. So God woke me up this morning at 6 o'clock this morning where I couldn't sleep. God said, okay, go ahead and start cleaning your house up. God said, well, turn this radio on. God put that song, He's Able, on the radio. God made all the words minister to me and made me go in and made me just run through the house. And I'm not going to make this a long, drawn-out video. I just wanted to tell my testimony. I want to tell my story, how God gave me confirmation this morning to let me know that He's able, that no matter what the doctor says or nobody else says, He got this. And by His stripes, I am healed. That's going to be my word for the day. All I'm going to say all day is He's able. He's able. By His stripes, I'm healed. I'm not bound anymore. it was like fire today. I was running through here, burning up and shouting. You would have thought I was on fire the way I was running through this house. And I didn't give a care who saw me or who heard me, because I had to let that thing up out of me. And that was me letting out everything that God, I told you, God kept saying, you know what, stop saying that it's you all right with it and you good. When you keep thinking about it, he said, I don't even want you to think about it no more. He said, because I'm going to have a story for you to tell. You are going to be my living testimony about what I'm about to take you through. Don't even fret about this, but you got to go through something to be able to tell somebody what I brought you out of. And I'm using you. I'm using you just for this. God told me he's using me as a testimony for somebody else. Now, who it is, I don't know. But he's using me because I'm not sick. My body's not sick. And, you know, that's one thing. That's the other thing that's even more mind-boggling is when they're giving you these grim diagnoses and nothing's wrong with you physically and saying you need to do this. God said, look, boy, this is God, that God talked to me. He said, look, boy, physically, you all right. Ain't nothing wrong with you physically, but I want you to be able to say, look, this is what I was diagnosed with, and look at me now. And through all that diagnosis, ain't nothing been wrong with me. Nothing wrong with me. So God is setting me up and sending me through a victory and sending me through all this to be a blessing to somebody else. And I truly, truly, truly believe that, you know, he chose Mary to, you know, when you have to think about this, when he chose Mary to be Jesus' mother, people didn't believe you pregnant without having sex. You know, when he chooses people and to work through them, we may not understand why. We may not understand why, but I don't know how God is using me yet. But I know that this is happening for a purpose, and it's happening for a reason. And I'm going to obey him. I'm going to obey whatever it is that he wants me to do. It is what it is. So anyway, you guys, my eyes is puffy. I feel like I done been in a fight, and you know what? I was in a fight. I was fighting the devil. I was fighting the devil from trying to make my mind. The devil was trying to play with my mind. The devil was trying to scare me in my mind. The devil had me doubting myself. The devil had me doubting the doctor. The devil tried to get me to doubt God. And God came in there and helped me whoop that devil butt. And I sent I sent Satan right back to the hell where he belonged. Because I was breaking down. I saw myself going back. You know, the devil was almost winning because, you know, the devil will mess with your mind. If he can't get nothing else, he's going to mess with your mind. He had me thinking that what if this don't turn out right? What if that don't turn out right? And God showed up through the radio with, he's able. That's all. He's able. 2 words. He's able. That was just 2 words. He's able. I'm going to just say that all day. He's able. He is able. He's able. He's able. That's all I can say. The devil can get me behind me and go back to the pits of hell from where he come from, because the devil's not going to steal my joy. He's not going to steal my confidence. And I thank God for coming into my home through that radio today and touching my heart early this morning. They say the early bird gets the worm. Well, I got my worm this morning. And I thank God because I had that energy and I was energized the way I needed to be this morning just by that song, He's Able. I don't know who the young lady is that was singing it, but that young lady had tears coming out my eyes as if I was in the shower. You know, normally I cry in the shower. I don't cry live on Facebook. But this young lady got me this morning. I mean, the words were so powerful. What he did it for Daniel. In the lions den, he did it for those 2 lions. He did it for Moses at the Red Sea. He parted that sea. She said, by his stripes you're healed, you're delivered, you're not bound anymore. Those words keep sticking in my head. You're healed. I'm healed by his stripes. And that's all. I'm healed. And from this point on, whatever God, what God's got me going through this for a reason. I don't know if it's to go talk to cancer patients, cancer survivors, newly diagnosed. I don't know what it is, but all I know is I'm going to follow whatever it is that he wants me to do, because he's going to bring me through. And as well as I talk about my plight of going through this, I'll be able to talk about how I made it over. Oh, that's how I made it over. Okay, see, I'm on the same now, but you know what? God, I feel so good this morning. I feel refreshed, and I thank God for coming in through that radio, through that young woman's voice, to talk to little old me. He knew that inside of me, no matter what I was displaying on the outside, he knew on the inside that I still wasn't all together. All of that talking to me, oh, I didn't gave it over to God. Yeah, I meant that, but he knew that the devil was trying to mess with my mind and still trying to scare me about what I'm about to go through. And God said, I'm able. He let me know he's able. So with that, I'm going to let it go, because I got to finish cleaning my house up. I hope another song don't come in. I'll be running and shouting through here again. So I got to clean my house up. I got to get in the shower. I got a busy day today. I got to go pay some bills. See, God is able. He's even able in that way, because I'm able to go pay these bills. He's able that I'm in my right mind, and I can move all the limbs, and I'm talking, and I can see, and I'm feeling good. Ain't nothing aching on me. I thank God for that. If tomorrow never comes, I can thank God for today, right now, for everything that he has done for me. And like I said, I'm thanking him for everything he's about to do for me. And I'm not no TV evangelist, and I'm just telling my own story. And I'm going to tell you, I'm only telling you how good God has been to me. And I thank him, and I thank him for that. And I thank you, Jesus. I thank the Lord for all that he's done, all that he continues to do, and all that he's going to do for me. And I just woke up this morning, and he gave me confirmation. Sometimes we need confirmation. I'm one of the people, I'm a little hard here. I needed confirmation. And that was my confirmation this morning. Now I will go. All that little doubt I had in the back of this big old nugget of mine, God took that right on out this morning. Right with that broom in one hand and the mop and the Windex. He made me set all that down, and he took me and he shook me. Sometimes God got to shake us. Sometimes it's good to be shook. You got to be shook. Sometimes you got to have the Lord shake you. Okay, now I'm going into my comedian mode. Anyway, you guys, I just wanted to come on here and let y'all know God is able. That will be my last words. God is able. I hope everybody have a blessed, wonderful day. Thank everybody for their prayers, and thank everybody that's ever watched any of my live videos. God is able. This is comedian Michael Allen / Chef. I'm out.